Look at the sign. Bar. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Leisure Suit Larry. Goes looking for love in several wrong places. You are now in a very seedy portion of the city. No, because I only play it when we start the game, not in the middle of it. It's not an intro just for the stream, it's an intro for the YouTube videos as well. In the distance you can see those famous LA landmarks, the Queen Larry and the Loose Goose. Aren't you tired of seeing that dog everywhere? It's not the same dog if you're talking about Brutus. He looks friendly enough for a scum-sucking gutter snipe. Somebody has opinions. Hey, Sonny, says the old man. Would you like a head on the bird? Sure. Sure, you reply. Always time for a little nip before some seedy-looking stranger. Say, this really hits the spot. Nothing like a good hard snort, the parrot cop, and adventurous spirit. A little more couldn't hurt. Gotcha, you scurvy dog, cries the cleverly disguised KGB agent. Now let's go to my place and not for a drink. These guys are playing for keeps, Larry. You'd better be more careful if you go to hang on to your onclunk. You're quickly taken to a local office of the KGB where a specialist in onclunk extraction is busy giving you the third degree. And so, my little white-suited capitalist swine, you will now tell us the location of that onclunk, or I will be forced to run these alto saxophone reeds under your fingernails until you're singing like the bird. Why do they make them sound like they're German?
I thank you for the lovely donation.
Nathan 64 donatit 25 euroa. Drink.
Okay, I'll drink for that. And yes, like it says, new soda stream. My soda stream broke. It's leaking. Like when I try to put gas into it, just flows out and barely anything goes into the water, so... Yeah. And I haven't even found my receipt for it, so I don't even know if it still has warranty on it, so... Like, I have no recollection of a warranty being on it. I haven't found anywhere like a receipt or anything, other information, not even on their website. No information. Things don't look good, Larry. Maybe next time a different approach would be better. Excuse me. Thanks anyway, Buster, but I'm on the wagon. We are on the Hallelujah Trail. The aroma of dead fish and diesel fuels makes you realize you're at the harbor. There's a man standing here. He's either a member of the crew of that large ocean-going vessel parked immediately behind him or dressed for an unusual party. It would be best not to look up at that bird. It's so big that from this angle it is difficult to see it all. Perhaps you should board her. If you're going with us, you'd better get moving, says the man in the uniform. Are you going to show me your ticket, or did you walk over here just to get to kibitz? Hi, you tell the purser. Here's my ticket and my passport. Okay, you just made it. Let's take a look at the passport first. Phew, nice photo. Phew, nice photo, he says sarcastically. Now let's see if your ticket is in order. Ah, geez, another freebie. When are those suits in marketing going to realize these boats don't sail on wind power anymore? Oops, I'm sorry, it's not your fault. Regaining his composure, he continues. Your cabin will be on deck F, cabin number 1. That'll be all the way down below, all the way below decks and to the rear. This will give you an excellent opportunity to hear all the subtle inflections of our diesels. Just like in 7. You may enter now, he concludes. Hey, Specky. Yep. What Goblin says is true. If you take too long and just wandering around LA, the ship will leave. Inside the ship, people are overeating. It looks like you just made it. The ship is almost ready to leave. Confetti. Isn't it pretty? As Los Angeles slips out of you, your thoughts are on your search. Will you find love? Or just keep looking in all the wrong places? There's sparkles all over the place on her lips, the earring, her eyes, her hair, his collar, the freaking railing, thought bubble. Why doesn't the ocean sparkle? Will you sparkle too, Seagull? No? Too bad. Scud scuds past the ship, messing up in an otherwise clear blue sky. Sparkle, sparkle. Yeah, that should have had a sparkle too, yeah. Sway. No one on the dating connection promised you a deluxe cabin. In fact, it is surely unlux. Located at the rear of the ship's lowest deck, the noise from the engine compartment is deafening. You have a bed, a nightstand, and a small closet. There's a door in the aft wall. Remember, save off the... This door should be locked as it leads to someone else's cabin, but it's not. Well, 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 what have we here? Says the woman on the bed. Uh-oh, Larry. You're being caught entering someone else's stateroom. Why, I don't believe it's that darling young man that my daughter won on TV, says the woman. Good Lord, she's Petlish Barbara's mother. Poor little Barbie got to feeling poorly just as the cruise was about to start, so I decided to borrow her ticket and come along instead. Your mind quickly envisions Paradise Lost. I hope you don't mind. I convinced the purser that it was his best interest to assign us to adjoining cabins. I'm sure I can make your voyage enjoyable. I really want to get to know you, if you get my drift. After I saw you win the lottery show, I thought you were just about the cutest thing I'd ever seen. Except for my mister, of course, may he rest in peace. He was a good man, but usually quite sturdy, but one day his heart just couldn't take it anymore. You wonder why it is necessary for you to learn this? Honey, anytime you want to come over and see Mama, you just feel free to pop on through that doorway here. She attempts to give you a cute, girlish smile. She fails. There is a door on the forward wall that leads back to your room. The door to the hall is locked. A large closet and a nightstand are against the starboard wall. And a large, ugly woman is looking back at you. Must we? Okay. You find women sexy, but in this case, you make an exception. Yeah. She's not the worst looking, but also not the best looking. Wow, Sonny, shrieks Big Mama. I thought you were never gonna come over here. Sit here on the bed while I slip into something more comfortable. I bet you'd like this little mink-lined leather special, wouldn't you? Now you get comfortable in those chromium chains and handcuffs conveniently attached to the four corners of the bed. Mama proceeds to have her way with you repeatedly. Too bad that her way is not your way. You can see why this broad's a widow. Kinky. And she's gone. Uh-oh. Say, look who's back. It's my little friend from next door. Come over for a little action, did we? Well, you've come to the right place, big boy. You've been caught in someone else's stateroom. You decide to make a run for the door. I've been looking for a man like you ever since my mister had his big one. What do you say we have a little fun? You do like having fun, don't you? Uh-oh. Hop over there on the bed, baby. Oh, ah! Well, it ends up the same way as it started. You open the nightstand's sole drawer and inspect it thoroughly. Nothing. Zip. Nada. You close the drawer. You see lots of unmentionables, which will remain unmentioned, plus Mother's sewing kit. Okay. Quickly out of here. And also, close the freaking door. Get your fat ass out of the doorway first. Well, I'm sorry. There. There's a bowl of fruit sitting on the nightstand with a note attached. You read the note. Bon voyage, Larry. Love, Mrs. Bimbo. Egad, she's sending you gifts. Okay. My rank is nerd. I know you can't see it, but I'm just telling you. It's nerd. Hey, Astriel. Oh, right. Undress. The hell you say? Wear a swimsuit? Have you no modesty? At least move behind the closet. Hey, it's a Larry game. A little skin and never hurts anybody. Okay, this is a good place to change clothes. Ooh, mama. Oh, say can... Oh, say can you see? Or will you rather ocean? By the answer. I wonder how many Americans stood up like immediately. Like, Doesn't that pool look refreshing? There's one empty chairs lounge by the pool. There's only one deck chair left. They are all too busy sunbathing to talk to you. You see nothing special. You look to see what you can see, but soon you see that all you can see is sea. I think I just had an aneurysm. I can tell that the swimsuit is not really fitting. He's got plumber's crack. Lay down. Tisk tisk. Get on. Check. It's of no use. Use chair. Sit. Seems like a lovely day to catch a few rays. Most tropical UVs can be deadly. No, he roasted, not melted. He was fully roasted. Extra crispy. Okay, you carefully rub the sunscreen over every exposed part of your body. Well, apparently the UVs are very deadly. It's a good thing you applied that sunscreen. You've always loved bathing suits with the consistency of facial tissue. Why, hello there, big fella, says the beautiful blonde with the body of like a brick shipyard. Why are you hanging around here? I've been looking for someone just like you for a long time. Why don't you come back to my place and you won't have to hang around all alone ever again? Jeez, Larry, you finally found yourself a live one. Come on, Sansom. I just can't wait to get you all alone. Samson. I mean, he barely has hair to be called Samson. Here I'm gonna be saving like every 2 seconds. Because you have to. Why jump in the water if you're not going to swim? Surely you learned to swim when you were a little dorker? No, I'm sorry, I'm a schmuck, so I was a lot schmuckier. It's just as it appears. Yeah, nice soft lock. You forget the sun to scream, you have to restore. Yep. Just like even if you have the ticket, the ship will go away without you. Other things that soft lock you here is, like I said earlier, if you forget to get... Well, later on when we escape, if you don't bring the gulp with you, then there's if you didn't get your passport, they won't let you on the ship, and then you would definitely be too late to get on it. Then there's the sewing kit. If you don't take that with you, the fruit and the dip will kill you. There's so many things that kill you here on the cruiser and just after the cruiser. It's ridiculous. Hey, Zelda. Oh, you move on to Spyro 2. There's a bikini top caught in the pool's drain. This is how people swim, right? Oops. Larry, really, Larry. He just peed in the pool and swam into it. Exactly how long do you think you can hold your breath? Pee. Not now. He already did. Can actually swim up to the butt. Touch the butt. Okay, but I don't usually do that. Kiss butt. Would you rather just remain friends? Pet butt. How about fuck butt? Yeah, you probably would too. Look, ass. You see that special? Kiss ass. You feel your lungs explode as you think to yourself, gee, I wish I could hold my breath longer or I owned a faster computer. And he's gone. Just vanishes. Whoops. Yet again, you pee in the pool. Nasty, nasty guy. Don't worry, she'll never miss it. That was refreshing. Hey, Fornado. How many wrong places has Larry found love in so far? That was the woman here. That was twice, and then there was the bimbo at the half connection. So far, the clerk. At least 6. Speaking of peeing, what was that C64 game you played fairly recently where the guy just suddenly starts peeing for no reason? Oh yeah, I did start to react like, I did react that, why are you peeing? Why is he peeing all of a sudden? I think it was a platformer. I don't remember what game it was at all. But I do remember that reaction. And apparently my rank now is Lamo. Hey, Denarian. It's an old habit. I would usually say good insert Danish time zone, but that wouldn't apply to everyone, so I just started saying good time zone to cover everyone. Yep, it's a good way to do it. There's people from all around the world, like Vornado is from the east side of Australia, Nathan is off the west side, Gabriel is all the way to Hawaii, so pretty much we got the all of Earth covered here. Not all time zones, but all of Earth. You know, the flat Earth, from this end to that. Fornado is a Kiwi? Really? I didn't remember that Fornado is New Zealander. Far, far east side of Australia, the state of New Zealand. Alright. Got me corrected. So, what do you think about the dicks? The dicks of the ship, Fornado? Nice looking dicks, aren't they? And I'm from sunny England, and I'm personally lost somewhere on aisle 7. Somebody always streams in the middle of the night for me, but I tend to watch him frequently because I keep doing all-nighters to correct my sleeping patterns. Ah. Glad to be of help. Why silk? Do 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 do. Can we look map? Don't you ever say map to me again? Scott's got spares the ship looking messing up and otherwise clear again. Blue sky. I thought I was looking at the lifeboats. The ship's revolving nightclub has a television set behind the bar and only one empty stool. There is a complimentary bowl of spinach dip at the left end of the bar. Shouldn't you turn off this computer if you're going to watch television? There is a handsome bartender behind the bar and one empty stool in front of it. He looks extremely bored. All of the tables are occupied by people enjoying themselves, and they don't want to be bothered by you. You grab the loaf of French bread filled with spinach, mayonnaise, and spices. Good. It should be, good. I mean, French bread, spinach, mayonnaise, spices. Gimme. Ah, one of your favorites. A loaf of sourdough bread filled with spinach dip. There's something moving out there. Oh, wait, that's just the ship. This room is revolving. Fornado would love our crate of eggs in 7 Days to Die. True, he would. Because we got a crate called eggs that has eggs in it. Nothing but eggs. Oh, you would love our eggs. Eggs. Revolving or revolting? Both. I get the feeling Veritansi has a ride. Usually, I've noticed that Veritansi and Humpa Dumpa share the same common thing. They both fart when they enter. Do you have any drinks with parasols and fruit? You ask the bartender. But of course, he replies. Allow me to fix you as the specialty of the house. Heavy on the pineapple? Okay. No problem. Somehow I would have guessed that. Here's to you. You say to no one in particular. Aha! I got you, you vicious devil enemy of the people, cries the bartender, suddenly revealing himself as a member of the KGB. How's that for extra pineapple, you sap? The bartender's Mickey has the desired effect upon your central nervous system. You give the KGB no problems during transit to their local headquarters. We'll drop by there just to see how you and they are getting along. The same thing as before. So don't sit. Don't wait. Get out. Hey, not Night Owl Benny. Thank you for the follow.
Stay a while. Stay forever.
Forever. He looks friendly enough. Good day, mister, says the barber. May I help you? Sit. Is there anything you could do for this hairline of mine? You ask the barber. But of course, mister, says the barber. I've got exactly what you need. Just have a seat in the chair, please. Yes, I have exactly what you need. It's all the rage, the latest thing. You see it everywhere these days. In fact, the guy makes a lot of money with one of these. I call it the Jimmy model, and I'm sure you'll like it just fine. He places the Jimmy carefully on your head. I know that the Celta would also start singing or humming the tune as I did yesterday. Impeccable fit! And for you, the price is right. Only $10,000. But I like to consider it more of an investment than an expense. $10K for a wig? Ah, what the hell. It's not like it's your money. Why not let those suckers who paid for all those Loco Bucko tickets treat you to a new look? I'll take it, you tell him, and peel off 100 hundredths from your rapidly depleting wad. I'm a schmuck again. I can see why you call it the Jimmy. The Jimmy Carter. The barber bids you farewell with the sweet Bon voyage, power bottom. You catch a good look at yourself in the mirror and slip the wig into your inner jacket pocket. You tell the barber, thanks a lot, but I think I'll just save this until my cable channel application is approved. Where do you go up the freaking stairs, Larry? There we go. With this wig, you could start... Well, you get it, I burp. With this wig, you could start your own cable channel. I just hate it being interrupted when I'm reading text. Leave the sound effects when I'm not speaking. Hey, Hobo Joe. What if Mama misses her sewing kit? Well, boo-hoo. If only you knew that this enclave contains important international secrets. You have the distinct feeling that you should not be messing around on the bridge of a large ocean-going vessel. So far, the captain hasn't noticed you. You better keep it that way. He's intently steering the ship. Don't disturb him. Hold it right there, buddy, says the captain. No one's allowed on my bridge without permission. The security guards take you away to the brig, which is located on a deck even lower than your cabin. The conditions there aren't that bad, although seepage does keep the floor covered with oily, slimy water. Unfortunately, during one particularly wet dream, you slide off your bunk and drown in bilge water. Sometimes it's hard to the time, though. You talk so goddamn much. I'll keep the chatter down then, shall I? There's a large toggle switch labeled Lifeboat Timer on the console directly behind the captain. Silently, cautiously, so as not to attract the captain's attention, you move the large toggle switch to the start position. A faint ticking sound begins. Lifeboard. It is firmly attached to its mooring apparatus by ropes. Apparatus! There is a chain preventing you from falling over the side of the ship. Look, the ship has come to a standstill in the water. They must be preparing for the lifeboat drill. You'd better not leave this area. Yup. No. Yup. There he goes. The lifeboat drill has brought the ship to a standstill. What have you done, Larry? A siren wails a warning cry and the lifeboat begins to shake. You made it to the lifeboat in the nick of time. I thought you were gonna type jump in water. Nah, that would have killed us. For sure. Slowly you drift away from the cruise ship. You wonder what you forgot to pack. Nothing. We got everything. This is not what you were expecting from a deluxe cruise. It's getting smaller. I wish there was more to do on the cruise ship. They missed out on the chance to make this part longer and more interesting. I wish I had done something else with the game because the story is so complicated and kind of stupid. Not really, when you think about it, it's not the kind of a story you expect from a Larry. Being involved in this kind of a story. And as the good ship USS Love-A-Tub slowly slinks behind the horizon, we rejoin our noble hero in his latest predicament. I'm a Nimrod, according to rank. Isn't it funny how time flies when you're having fun? Day 1. Day 2. Day 3. Hey, Pop-Up Box. Day 4. You didn't miss much, just the cruise. Boy, is that sun hot. Second-degree burns from the sun are no laughing matter, Larry. Looks like the sunscreen is not waterproof. Better luck next cruise, Larry. Yet again, a crispy Larry. Good idea. This would be a perfect time. 160 actually, now that I wear the wig. Doobie-doo-doo-doo. Apparently so. Apparently that's how it works. The wig gives you protection from UV. Video game logic. Sierra video game logic. I'm glad they went for the more stylized redesign for him in the later games. I mean, from the get-go, Larry should have been more of a cartoony character than a realistic human character, because he's always been a cartoony character. When you think about the first game and even this. It's leaking, but I think there might be some more easier way, because I haven't to fix it, because I haven't found like the warranty for it or the receipt for it, so I don't know if it still has warranty left in it. And yeah, I mean that's currently the plan of getting a new one, but Bannigan did advertise earlier, because it's just when I put the bottle in and when I pull the lever, it really just leaks out. So it must be one of whatever it's in there that seals it shut that is leaking. And Bannigan showed me that earlier in the chat that there might be an easy fix to it. But problem is, I don't know if I can fix it. As in, I wouldn't know how without breaking the thing. Sealing gaskets, yeah. I'll have to look them up later myself to see what they look like and if that's exactly the thing that is broken in it, as to see if I can actually fix it myself. If not, yeah. But I still thank Nathan for the lovely donation earlier. I need to put the sunscreen on again. That's what I need to do. You apply the sunscreen to your neck and hands. And then wear a wig. And save. Do you have one of those friends who love to tinker with everything? Nah. Don't know any engineers like that. Or tinkerers. I myself have always been a little bit of a tinkerer, because my father was a kind of a DIY kind of a person. Like if something needed fixing, he would do it himself. So I kind of learned from him how to tinker with stuff or do things to improve them in some ways. So I might be able to do it once I figure out how. I don't think it would be that difficult to begin with, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know how it goes. Boy, is that sun hot. It's a good thing you used that sunscreen to block those ultraviolets. The sun out here is hot enough to fry an egg. I'm a creep. You think the sun must be even hotter today. It's a good thing you wore that silly wig. The sun out here is hot enough to fry your brains. So if I didn't wear the wig, I would have fried his brains? Your thirst becomes more and more intense with every passing day. Visions of pre-classic Coke float before your eyes. I'm a Pepsi guy myself. You extract the grotesque gulp from your inside the coat pocket and are surprised to discover it has retained its entire 32-gallon capacity. You now have enough fluid to last you for weeks, but you are worried about your blood sugar level. Brains? Larry has brains? Where does he keep them? Your hunger grows intense with the passing of the days. Visions of Danny's pizza float before your eyes. It's a good thing you brought that spinach dip along. Unfortunately for you, the mayonnaise has spoiled in the hot tropical sun. Food poisoning kills. So, wear a wig. Applies on the screen. And throw dip. Good idea. You toss the spinach dip as far over the ocean as you can. Which is not really that far. Yep. That's how big the big gulp that he bought from the store is. Or grotesque gulp. 32 gallons of pure soda. Do you use the actual Pepsi Max bottles in your SodaStream? No. SodaStream has their own recyclable plastic bottles that you buy from the store to use. Because what you do is that you put water in the bottle to a certain level that shows on the bottle. Then you put it into the machine, apply as much of the bubbles as you want. Then you take the bottle out, and then you add the flavoring. That's why I've even made my own soda, kind of soda, with just the concentrated juice. I mean the Pepsi Max syrup bottles, yes? Those exactly. And there's different flavors. There's the lime and cherry. It's regular Pepsi Max, regular Pepsi as well. Then there's Pepsi Max Cherry and Pepsi Max Lime. Then there's 7-Up, Miranda, which is an orange drink. Something else that's an orange and a cola. Then there's, I also buy, there is a cheaper version of my stream. Of stream soda that is called My Soda, and I buy their syrup bottles because they're great flavors and sugar free as well. There's a raspberry, orange, cola, lemon lime. Then there's apple and pear, and just regular pear. And also there's sugar free Rockstar energy drink. And also so many other flavors for syrup. But it's fun to use the Fun Light, which is a sugar-free concentrated juice to make soda with. Because tons of flavors there. Hey Shanti, the bottles need to be pressure safe. They even have expiry dates on them. Yep. Wonder if a SodaStream can make beer. If you can make beer into a syrup and add that into water. I calculated how much it costs per liter. You really need to drink a lot of Pepsi Max for it to work out cheaper. I suppose it saves some space. You're not storing hundreds of 2-liter bottles. Well, they don't really... There's only one store that I know that sells 2-liter bottles of Pepsi Max. Otherwise, it's all 1.5 liters that we have here. Especially the flavor ones. Or cans. or half-liter bottles. But some stores sell the syrup cheaper than others, Goblin. So usually the place where I go to exchange the gas canisters to new ones, I also buy the syrup from them because they always have the deal of get 3 for the price of 2, which is normally like 14 euros in total. So it's a really great deal to get 3 bottles of syrups in that price. So you save up a lot of money. I've been here a while, but hi, Shanti.
I'd buy that for $1.
Welcome to the Plushy family.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Basicals, thanks for the resub. My mom did the calculations when she bought my soda stream. It worked out the cost about the same as buying a bottle. Yep, it's pretty much the same price, but like I said, with some places they have cheaper prices for the syrup bottles and everything. So in the end, I save up on buying normal Pepsi in the 1.5 liter bottles than making them on my soda stream. Of course, there is the difference in flavor a little bit, but it's still the same thing. I think the difference in flavor is on how much of the syrup I put into the water myself. The only soft drink I buy now is Lemonade, the same Sprite here in Australia when it's on sale. I miss the bling bling sparkle sound. And somebody else tried to play that sound earlier, so hang on. Sorry, Larry. There you go. Well, Larry is surviving the waters. Was it this one? I think I found it. Since the beer is fermented and if you add carbonation after fermentation, you run the risk of at-home explosions. That's true. It must be horrible for his back and legs if he's sitting for near one on a week in that freaking pose. Well, hey, it's Larry's choice, not ours. But it could be that he's just a very short guy and he's just, squatting there. You do get the buy 5, get 1 free canister over there too, right? Yeah, that is Larry. He's just wearing a wig. The rest is Mozart? Yep. He's Mozart currently, yes. Just a bust. And also, Shanti, what do you mean you get to buy 5, get 1 free canister over there? Yeah, there it is. Good. SodaStream have a digital stamp card. Log in, scan the QR code for each CO2 canister you buy, and get a coupon for a free one when you scan the sixth QR code. My sixth canister is always free. I know a store that has that system, but the one that I now use, they don't have a stamp card. But what they have is that every time I return, I always have 2 canisters. When I return them, I get the 50% off when I do the exchange. Like they take the empty ones, I get new ones, and there's some 50% off on the price. So it's a great deal. I get them so cheap. And hey, Eldridge. Yeah, the other store that I used before, they had the deal of taking off like some percentage off of the price with 1 bottle when you gave them the bottles. But they had the stamp card where every 5th or 6th bottle was for free when you exchanged them. But this other shop is a much better deal. Especially when I am a member of their club, so that's why I get a even better deal. And when you buy the canisters when they're boxed, that actually is cheaper than just getting them in the open. Because they sell them in both ways. But last time when I went to exchange the bottle, the clerk lady said to me that there's one boxed over there. They're cheaper than these open canisters, so you should get that. And I was like, okay, I'll take it then. Very nice of them. When you would think that because it's a shop that they would go, hey, buy 3 of these, it's a better deal. But she was nice, like, that's cheaper, get it. Kind of like eating at Nando's, then. They give you a free meal after a certain number of purchases. I'm a schlemiel. That's my rank now. Your hunger grows intense. You cleverly open the sewing kit you stole from that mother's nightstand, extract the safety pin and thread. You patiently fish for hours, but eventually catch your limit. Your limit for raw fish is quite low. Now I'm a boar. B-O-O-R. Boar. Or maybe it's pronounced boar. During a particularly rough storm, late in your 10th night at sea, your lifeboat crashes on a coral reef and shatters to bits. You grab the largest piece of wood you can, hold on tight and survive the storm. The dawn finds you crashing through an offshore reef, tumbling through the surf to a gorgeous beach. Hey Larry, that's you out there in the surf. Land ho! You cry. All in all, SodaStream, great. There. My final say about the SodaStream stuff. Oh, good. Here comes someone to help you. Asshole. What do you expect? The muzzled fucker like that sees a nerd or boor on the beach. Of course they're gonna kick sand at them. Congratulations, Larry. You have survived weeks adrift on the high seas with nothing but your courage, perseverance, and a few humble provisions. endured tropical storms, vicious winds, and high seas in just a tiny lifeboat, prevailed over the surf offshore Barrier Reef and razor-sharp coral, escaped the dangerous mother, avoided the vicious KGB and the tempting enticements of the evil Dr. Nonuki's henchit hordes, and withstood that creep's audacious humor. And you're still as good as new. But boy, is your suit a mess. There. Don't you just love a good polyester? Fixes itself right off. But now you wonder, where am I? And what possessions survived your disastrous journey? One the passport, unklunk, and bikini top. Everything else gone. The guy who kicked the sand out of his face. Or maybe Allo. Who knows? Onklunk. The Peruvian Onklunk. What? It's an exotic instrument. Hey, Oompa-Doompa. You beat your Onklunk in a frenzied rendition of an old country classic. But which country? Peruvian, most likely, because it's a Peruvian Onklunk. You are on the beach of a beautiful resort hotel, a tropical paradise for the rich and famous. In the distance, you see people enjoying water sports of all kinds. All kinds, you say? This resort has lovely landscaping, but it's so dense that you cannot find anything. You wander about aimlessly, searching for a break in the vegetation to return you to civilization. They are everywhere. Lush growth, huge flowers. This resort is really a beautiful place. You hesitate to look up, but grab a quick peek. They are beautiful birds, but unfortunately they cannot tell you how to escape this place. How do you spell cockatoo? Oh, look. Look at that damn white bird on the right. Apparently they don't know what the word is. I know that's a macaw. A red macaw. I already did look at the parrot. And the game doesn't recognize cockatoo. What is Macaw doing in that tree? His best. Larry, how did you end up there and came down from up there? Hello, Larry. Now you're underground? See what I mean? That Larry is a cartoony character. Always has been. The peacock is beautiful, but of no use to you. I won't help you. Don't you ever say tail to me again. Nice reference to King's Quest 4. That's the same peacock as they used in Rosella's Perils. Nice of it to make a return to the games so quickly. Jaws! Oh. Just one of the Russian agents. Oh, no, Larry's up there. Are we there yet? At last you find an exit. But where does it lead? Why, you found a lovely restaurant. Expensive linen, crystal, and silver weigh down the tables. An appetizer buffet fills one corner. There's no one here except that snooty maitre d'. It's a nice chair. Excuse me, sir, you say hesitantly. I was wondering if I might get a bite to eat. The maitre d' slowly diverts his gaze toward you. Your name, please, he asks. My name is Larry. Larry Laugher. Well, I suppose I could try to find a place for you on your busy schedule, he replies disdainfully. Just have a seat there in the chair while I prepare a table for you. Why, Mr. and Mrs. Rich, says the maitre d'. What a pleasure to see you again. Of course I have a table for you. Please, walk this way. Well, that was certainly rude. You were here before them. You feel yourself becoming perturbed. I hope you find this satisfactory, sir, grovels the maitre d' with his palm extended. There are people sitting at the tables. Why, Mr. and Mrs. Famous, says the maitre d'. What a pleasure to see you again. Of course I have a table for you. Please, walk this way. That was certainly rude. You were here before them. You feel yourself becoming annoyed. Perturbed, annoyed, aggravated, agitated, irritated. I hope you find this satisfactory, grovels the maitre d' with his palm extended. I hope you find this satisfactory. Why, Mr. and Mrs. Gates, says the maitre d'. What a pleasure to see you again. Of course, we have a table for you. William Gates, I assume? Indignant. So first we have Richie Rich's parents, then we have a famous couple, and now we got Gates. That'd be fantastic. Two more couples to go through, huh? Why, Mr. Leach, says the maitre d'. What a pleasure to see you again. Of course, I have a table for you. Mr. Leach. Please, walk this way. Well, that's certainly rude. You were here before them. You feel yourself becoming incensed. I find this satisfactory. Are we there yet? Why, Mr. and Mrs. Williams, says the maitre d'. What a pleasure to see you again. Of course, I have a table for you. Ken and Roberta. Please, walk this way. Enraged. I have find this satisfaction, Sir grumbles the maitre d' with his palm extended. Alright, sir, the maitre d' says begrudgingly. I'll show you to the table now. Sure, now that there are no tables left. Please walk this way. And you think to yourself, if I walked that way, I'd use talcum powder. Oh boy, says the maitre d', sharply clapping his hands. Please set up a table for Mr. Laffa. Be seated, Mr. Laffa, says the maitre d' as he escapes to the kitchen. Feel free to help yourself to our appetizer bar. And oh yes, I almost forgot. A bon voyage power button. Choose location, Larry. Can I just look at Ken? They certainly sit still. And what a dress code. No one at this table is interested in speaking with you. Rude. Why, look, there's a knife lying next to the cheese plate. The maitre d' did say to help yourself to the buffet, but this is rather borderline behavior, Larry. Okay, you surreptitiously slip the slicer from the serving surface and sequester it in your suit. Tried to say that with a lisp. Or a Jell-O voice. Where was the flower that I need to get? Is it one of those two red ones in the middle? I think so. He should be coming from the right now. So I can get the flower. You reach over and break off the beautiful flower at its base. Ah, you've rationalized. They'll never miss just one flower. Okay, let's see if we can find a shortcut. At last you find an exit. But where does it lead? Why, you found an empty guest room. This room is considerably larger than your stateroom on board a cruise ship. It has a picture window overlooking the beach. There's a restroom plus a dressing area near the picture window. There's a book of complimentary matches lying on the nightstand near the bed. You're not close enough. Is it the matches here? Good morning, sir. I'm your customer service representative in charge of horizontal surface consistency and custodial maintenance. I trust you are finding everything satisfactory, she asks. She says she's the maid. You find native women sexy. Not that you find any woman sexy. Okay, says the native maid coyly. Bon voyage, Power Bottom. Hello, my little native beauty. My name is Larry. Larry Laffer. Hello, sir. I would like to help you in any way I can. Well, apparently you're not, because you're leaving. Okay. You slip a book of matches into your pocket. Gee, Larry, at last you found your match. The knife still smells of brie. For a moment, you consider the drawing of the little doggy and wonder if you should have pursued a career in art. They'll never miss one flower. But they would miss 2 flowers. A bowl filled with complimentary soap is near the sink. You don't have it. Well, I would have it now. You grab the bowl of them full of tiny bars of soap and dump it into your pockets, thinking, when I get home, I can carefully wet these and glue them all together to make at least one regular-sized bar. What a great deal! You have always been terminally cheap. If I had asked that native girl for help, she would have killed me because she's a KGB agent. There's a beach outside filled with people having fun. Unlike you, Larry. You have found the resort's barber shop. Funny, this guy doesn't look Italian. Good day, mister, says the barber. Can I help you? Is there anything you can do for my receding hairline? You asked the barber. Oh, but of course, mister. I got just what you need. Horrible. Just have a seat in the chair, please. For you today, I got a special deal. I'm going to try some of my Oxidol. Don't you mean my Noxidol? No, I don't know what that is. I'm going to rub your head with some of this liquid laundry detergent. Too late to leave now, Harry. He's got you. They're all set, says the barber. Now let's just give it a second to work. How ridiculous. I just let some guy I don't even know pour laundry detergent on my head. And poof. Wow! Not only does that stuff really work, it's fast too. I knew you'd be delighted. Come back and see me anytime, Blondie. Why do you call me that? Oh, no reason. Poof. There, Blondie. Oh, great. Now what am I supposed to do? Have more fun. Well, at least my bald spot is gone. Along with your self-respect. Bon voyage, Power Bottom. You see a barber shop. Posse rebrab asi easy, oui. That doesn't look interesting. I've already looked at the painting and the calendar in a previous barber. It's always the same. Lovely ladies. Say, you're getting faster at this. It's just as it appears. The ocean certainly looks peaceful, but after what you've been through in that lifeboat, you have no desire to return to it for some time. It looks as though they are all unoccupied. Say, these people have no clothes on. What kind of place is this anyway? There's a discarded bikini bottom lying at that rock, at the eastern edge of the sand. Discarded bikini bottom lying that rock. Good is English, is the right? Blush. Blush. You don't have it. You're not close enough. It looks a little small for you, but what the heck? Bet she was surprised when she got back to her room. I'm a kumquat, according to rank. Where? Bikini. Okay. Boy, do you look sweet. Oh my. Yeah. You just scared yourself silly. Have you no modesty? At least move into the room's dressing area behind the restroom. Are you sure you want to do this? There. Even better. Searching through your pockets, you find... Burp. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she beautiful? Larry makes a very sexy woman. Is there anything you could do about my ex's body hair? But of course, mister, I got just what you need. Just have a seat in the chair, please. For you today only, I got a special deal. Somehow I wonder... No, this'll work really good. What are you going to do to me this time? Body waxing! Once again, he's got you trapped in the chair. You hope this time it will turn out better. Uh-oh. There, all said, says the barber. Now just lay it there and let it get hard. How could I be so stupid? I have wax hardening all over my naked body. Well, not really naked. Yeah! And thus Larry is Spider-Man. Or Spider-Woman. Oh, God! Was it good for you? I don't think that could be good for anybody. Well, perhaps the pain was worth it. I do like this clean-shaven look. You're the only one. Bon voyage, Power Bottom.
I thank you for the lovely donation.
Timur donatit 3 euroa. Soda 40 streamer.
Thank you, Tipper, for the €3. Much appreciated. Beep boop, 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 beep boop. Funny, this entire beach is filled with men. Two particularly interesting guys are wearing slouch hats and trench coats. Whoa, hello, baby. Ooh, honey, I think I loves ya. What happened to his accent? You did it. You made it across the beach without being caught by the KGB agents. What lies ahead now? Oh my gosh! How will a guy as clumsy as you are ever manage to hike a trail as narrow as this? With great perseverance, patience, and luck. At this point, it's actually better to go with slower speed. Better control with your steps. Larry, look out! That was close. You'd better be more careful. I gained 1 point. But isn't it that once I'm at the end, it'll take away all the points that I gained for falling? Yeah, yeah. So falling doesn't kill you, but it controls you. Like, oh, I get a point every time I fall off. No, you don't. I mean, you do, but you don't get to keep the points. The only real points that you do get are at the end of the path. Pausing a moment, you catch your breath before crossing the airport parking lot to the terminal building. And you escape from that wonderful tropical resort. Well rested, you stride boldly across the dirt parking lot to the front door of the main terminal building. By the way, you didn't think you were going to keep all those free points, did you? Or are you happy to have made it past those cliffs? You swear never to return that way. Halt! Cries the military policeman, or I'll shoot! Alright, you pervert. We got laws against people like you. We don't want no cross-dressers hanging around our airport. Next time, you'd better dress a little more formally for a visit to the airport, Larry. Not now, maybe later. You won't let me die! There, wear your suit. There we go. Okay, you slip back into your leisure suit and toss the bikini and so far over the cliff. Too bad, as you were beginning to enjoy wearing women's clothing. Rank? Cretan. At least you still have your beautiful long blonde hair. Well rested, you stride boldly across the dirt parking lot and you're gonna keep those 3 points. Boy, are you happy to have made it past those cliffs. You swear never to return that way. At last, you've reached the resort airport, and what a disappointment. There are 2 security guards patrolling here. Near the door, there are 2 men wearing robes. The guards are as silent as statues. There are several men here, 2 airport security guards and 2 other. You find women sexy. But what is this? Too bad we cannot get a book from these guys, so we can learn the wisdom of a guru and improve our golf score. Here, my little flower child, you can tell the KG Bishna. Make love, not money. This so confuses the KG Bishna agents that they stumble off towards the native radio. Nice going, Larry. You succeeded in bypassing the KGBers again. I want to see what the text said. So we're still at the slow speed. Confused at the KGB agents that they stumble off towards the native rental car agencies contemplating the beauty of a single flower and their navels. Navels, huh? There are 3 ticket agents with lines of customers queued before them. Perhaps you should stand in line. The delicate interplay of colored light is fascinating. I was hoping to look at the California Raisins poster on the right. Oh, did you mean that raisin poster? Yes. Every single flight is listed as on time. Obviously, this is a fantasy game. This is just like the grocery store. No matter which line you stand in, it's always the slowest. Perhaps you might want to purchase an airline ticket. I like the joke here that no matter if you gotta change the line, like, hey, this went faster, I'll try this. It's coded that the others will go faster, and there's no way of getting in front of the line. This end of the airport contains some chairs, a window looking out on the runway, and the entrance to the airport barber shop. It doesn't look interesting. Jim Whistler is about as modern as you can stand. They look like they're going someplace. I'm a dork. You find Devontree women sexy, but then you find any woman sexy. By the way, have you played King's Quest IV yet? Yesterday. Why, no, I haven't. Is it good? Well, I certainly think so. Maybe it's just me. Ha ha ha, thanks, Rosella. You don't know much about art, but you know what you like. Just have a seat in the chair there, responds the barber. Or should I say, responds Rosella. It's interesting that they made her dress pink here instead of the red that it's in the game. Yeah, I finished it yesterday. I played it through yesterday. Can I just get a slight trim? My hair is ridiculously long. Oh, I'll be happy to. Just plop it in my chair there, Goldilocks. I'll take care of those curly locks for you. Gosh, please be careful. I'd hate to lose my full head of hair. Just take a little off the back. I did. Right at the get-go. To show people that actually is a command. All done. What do you think? My hair! It's gone! It serves you right. You should never trust a barber with longer, prettier, blonder hair than yours. Well, at least that looked like my passport picture now, although that seems small consolation. I'm sorry you're not satisfied. Here, take a bottle of this one special. When you have time, rub a teaspoon on your hair every day for a month. Soon your hair will be full and rich. But be careful, it's highly inflammatory. Bon voyage, Power Bottom. I'm a lowlife. They look like they're going someplace. Warning, highly toxic, inflammable, bottle harmful if taken internally. What about the contents of the bottle? Is that harmful? She's beautiful. Hello, sweetie, says the beautiful woman with the magazine. Wanna look through my layouts? What an opportunity. You never met a woman from the magazine industry before. No. The hell you say? I say no. Come on, I just can't wait to see your new sans serif. Ugh. Oh, okay, maybe next month. Font speech is something that I don't go for. It's below me. Besides sans serif. Ha! Most basic Sierra font ever. Hey, Astok Dog. What do I need next? The only font humor that I need is Undertale with Papyrus and Sans. For such a small airport, they certainly have an impressive customs inspection station. There is a barely perceptible gate in the firewall. A gentleman with a pleasant appearance and friendly smile waits by the only open customs inspection counter. Those damn dancing raisins are everywhere. Good day, senor. Good day, senor. My name is Larry. Larry Laffer. Good day, sir. He replies in like fashion. May I please see your passport? You hand the agent your passport. These pictures an excellent likeness, says the customs agent. It must be printed on a photographic paper by Kodork. Kodork. Now I must inspect your possessions. Please show me everything you are carrying. Well, okay, I guess, although this is highly unusual in an adventure game. Is that hundreds of $100 bills in your pocket, or are you just glad to play this game? You were so smart to delve into Eve's can, if only you knew that this Unklunk contains the important international secret. Oops! The knife still smells of brie, and for a moment you consider drawing on off the little doggy and wonder if you should have pursued a career in art. Warning! Highly toxic, inflammable, bottle harmful if taken internally. There. Are you satisfied? Yes, but I must warn you about carrying that knife on board any aircraft. Okay, you have my word on it. Alright, unlocking the gate in the east wall, you may pass. Hey, thanks a lot, buddy, you say, peeling 100 off your wad of bills. And here's a little something for you and the missus. I'm not your buddy, you ugly Americano. Bon voyage, power button. I need to be so rude. God, is that symbolic or what? You fondly recall an old joke about a girl and her cherry. He's sound asleep. Shh, don't wake him. Is that an ad for Maltesers? And the nail is too thin. No, it is her popping her cherry. Did you make Power Bottom your name? No, it's a, I'll actually show you what it is. You see nothing special. Here is a trite phrase, which is the ending phrase people say to you. Like, the original is just, have a nice day. So, I just made it into Bon Voyage, Power Bottom.
Bienvenue, Power Bottoms!
As a reference to Game Grumps. But we could change it now for something else. There. Much better. Thought it was just a random joke from Al. Nope, that's me. Luggage passes by on the nearby conveyor belt. You missed. Yeah. You nimbly grab someone's suitcase from the moving belt, force it open, and discover inside a disassembled hunting rifle. You decide it is of no use to you. You sheepishly close it, return it to the conveyor, and wonder if anyone noticed you. Some dirty underwear. There's a cat in this one. It's even shaped like a cat. A dead cat. Ugh. I hope it's a taxidermied one. 2 flails, seems like it. A pair of maces. You decide they are of no use to you. They're not maces, those are flails because they're balls on chain, which is a flail. A mace is just a stick with a ball at the end. It can be flanged or a ball with spikes. You missed. No, I did it. It's right there. A Tommy gun in a violin case. You decide it's of no use to you. Somebody's gonna go rob a bank. Well, the one with the ball with the spikes on the end of the stick is a Morning Star, indeed. Then there's flanked mazes and normal mazes, which is just heavy. I mean, all of these things are just subclasses of a maze. But they have their own proper names. Nothing of interest. Alright. A computer? A computer. Searching through the disk storage box within, you discover a complete set of CRI adventure games. You decide they are of no use to you, because you're having plenty of trouble with this game. And besides, I've already played all those before this, so... Message. Thanks. Good to know that there's a message. The heck is this? Nothing of interest. I mean, it looked like a vacuum cleaner. Some blue pinstriped suits. You decide they are of no use to you. Blue pinstripe suits. Interesting choice of a color. Pinstripe. That looks like a gun. With clips and everything. A fully automatic machine gun and some clips of ammo. You realize you have no use for this until you purchase Police Quest 2: The Vengeance. Which we will play after the next game. The heck? A bomb! Let's see now, you think. I'm holding a suitcase containing a ticking bomb. What should I do? Say, I think I'll get this thing outside. Fast! Look out! I've got a bomb! Of course, the agent casually replies, "Stop it, you pompous ass." Look out! I've got a bomb! Get out of here, quick! That was certainly subtle, Larry. You wouldn't want to create a panic. It seems you're the only one panicked around here, Larry. Ignoring their apathy, you vow, "I'll rush this outside and throw it safely over those cliffs, protecting these innocent bystanders from harm while making myself a hero in the process. Fame and recognition will surely follow. I'll be invited to the White House, where I'll be acclaimed as national treasure. Shortly thereafter, I'll write a titillating, best-selling autobiography in which I reveal everything, guaranteeing appearances on Donahue and Carson, and a 7-figure movie deal signed over a power lunch at Spago's in spite of the protestations of my agent and attorneys, which will go on to make me even richer and more famous before retiring to a quiet, unassuming life as a gentleman farmer in the foothills of eastern Madera County." Or then again, maybe not. Hurry, Larry. It sounds like it's about to go off. Boom. That was certainly one way to clear out a crowd. I'm a dullard. But now look at your suit. Oh, well, at least no one was hurt. But why did they all run away from a little firecracker like that? May I please purchase a ticket on the next available flight, you tell the agent. Your destination, sir? Anywhere but here. You're in luck. We have exactly one seat available in the next 2 weeks, and it's on the next departing flight. I'll take it. Say, if you have no seats available, why were all those men in line? They were waiting for the keys to the restroom. You presume that explains their sudden departure following the loud noise. Yeah, they evacuated into their pants. Would you prefer smoking or non-smoking? None. Aisle or window? Aisle. Any carry-on baggage? None. Luggage to check through? No. Will you require a bassinet? No. Traveling with children or elderly? No. Bringing a pet? No. Do you have a passport or a visa? Passport. Care for your baggage insured? No. First class, business class, or coach? You said there was only one seat. Will you be staying 14 to 21 days? Forever. Are you a member of any frequent flyer programs? No. Will you be bringing a laptop computer on board? No. Would you like a pillow? Yes. Blanket? No. Movie? No. Stereo headphones? I suppose. Drinking or non-drinking? Drinking. Cash or credit card? Cash. Telephone privileges in flight? No. Kosher or Mexican? Armenian. 3.5 inch or 5 1/4. 8-bit or 16-bit. Stewardess fondly or non-fondly. Just give me that damn ticket! Why are you Americanos, Dutchy? He snarls. Okay, here's your ticket. 1 adult, ultra saver, non-smoking window. Non-smoking window? I mean, why did he even ask all of this? Because it's just one seat left. Deluxe business class, express, apex, excursion, gold label, Wi-Fi, non-refundable maxi-fare ticket for Kalwa with pillow, blanket, movie, and stereo headphones. Your flight is scheduled to depart from gate number 1 in exactly 1 minute. Too bad you spent so much time here. You might have made it, concludes the agent. Stuff it, you pompous ass. You'd better hurry or you'll miss your plane. Yeah, I would have taken the fondling. You again? Did you get rid of that knife? Of course! Would I lie to you? Okay, I see enough of your stuff. Go on through it, but please remember, stuff it, you pompous ass. Nah, you'd rather not. Trust me on this one. There's no time! Hey, baby, give me one of them blue plate specials. That's a blue pate to you, Baldy. Yo, she yells back into the kitchen. Slap me up another bold one. Hurry up, lady. We ain't got the whole day. Our flight is about to leave. Here you go, big boy, she says with a toothy grin. One big blue coming at ya. She slings the plate on the counter before you. It's just as it disappears. You don't need it. Nah, the plate is stuck to the counter. It's just a cheap plastic laminate with a delicate little design that's too small to show up at this resolution. Stewardess fondling or non-fondling is a great question for your ticket. Can I just eat the food? Okay. You quickly wolf down the blue pate special as if you had not eaten for an entire adventure game. Say, you tell the waitress, It is pretty good stuff. But this tastes just like the meatloaf, Mama Laugher. You drop to the floor near the counter while making clever, creative sounds with your trachea. You now remember what it was you hated about Mama Laugher's cooking. She had a habit of losing her bobby pins into gravy, you think, while you frantically make the universal sign for choking. What a shame the waitress never heard of Dr. Heimlich. Also very classy lady there scratching your ass. Beam. Making sure I still got the ticket. The one to your right is labeled broken, sick. The machine to the left is labeled flight insurance, $100. It's a little large for an insurance machine, isn't it? The moving sidewalks are a refreshingly modern touch in such a small airport, but boy, is it a long way to the gates. Menu. Today only Blue 8 special. $1. At least the price is reasonable. Get me one of those Blue Pate specials. I think I need to search through the food or look in the food to find the pin that we choked on. It looks like it might be edible. Say, there's a bobby pin buried in the gravy. This time, you decide to save yourself from a fate worse than... Well, okay, actually quite similar to... No, indeed, I suppose it would be identical to... death, by fishing the bobby pin out of the Blue Pate specials and gravy-like substance instead of swallowing it. Let's buy some insurance. You peel off another $100 bill from your wad of money and insert it into the slot. The machine slurps it up and digests it, considers its authenticity, finds it valid, then begins to whir and shake. What kind of airline is this anyway? Well, you suppose a parachute would be pretty good insurance, so you pick it off the floor and hide it in your inner suit coat pocket. A strange sense of déjà vu creeps through you. You recall an earlier life where you choked on one of these. Nah, you think. That just couldn't be. Nobody be dumb enough to swallow a bobby pin. What an unusual form of flight insurance. Nice angle of Larry's ass. This is certainly a long terminal. Your mind wanders. Previously, you believed that it was just a figure of speech. Even from this angle, you can still see his bald spot. Yep. Finally, you reach the end of the moving sidewalk and enter the waiting room for gate number 1. I think it's their only gate. There's an airline attendant waiting behind the counter at a locked door that you presume leads to the jetway and your escape. There's a computer terminal that is out of order and a display of religious pamphlets on the left end of the counter. That woman looks like she almost screwed herself out of a seat. The man by the window is totally absorbed by the fascinating baggage handlers. But behind the counter waits the man you came to see, the gate attendant. That's a good idea. Take a little free reading material to help you while away your flight time. You grab a brochure from the display and shove it in your pocket, promising to read it when you get to your seat. It seems the perfect choice for a long, boring flight. Funny, you never seemed interested in religious tracts before. Sin and Grin? Nope. Talk, man. Good day, sir. You tell the gate attendant. My name is Larry. Larry Laffer. How nice for you. Are you going to give me your ticket, or did you ride that walkway just so we could have this stimulating conversation? Here's my ticket. You say, handing your ticket folder to the gate attendant. Is this gate number 1? It certainly is, says the gate attendant, but if you want to take the flight listed on this ticket, you'd better hurry. I've already announced the final boarding call. The stewardess on board will give you your seat assignment, says the gate attendant. Stuff it, you pompous ass. They look like they're going someplace. Welcome aboard, sir, says the stewardess with her best plastic smile. May I see your ticket, please? You give it to her. Mile High Club ticket. Your seat is on your left in the second compartment, Mr. Laffer, she says, keeping your ticket. Say, haven't I seen you on TV? Weren't you the big winner of the Lucky Life lottery? Yep, that's me, baby. You grin and hand her a $100 bill, and here's a little something for you. It appears that what I've heard is true. About me, gorgeous? No, about the nouveau riche. They are incredibly crude. She gives you her best phony smile. Stop it, you pompous ass. Why, this plane isn't so small. Look at all the room in here. Yeah, but this is the first class. They always have lots of room. Yep, this is business. Well, things are slightly closer back here. You don't want to see it the last section. No way, I can't possibly fit into this in such a skinny place. You're a cartoon character, you can fit anywhere. Well, here goes. See? Phew! But as King's Quest IV is done with, did you know that L.O. has no uvula? He removed it to get rid of snoring. It worked out for a while, but it returned. Huh. Didn't he buy a window seat? Who cares? Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, says the cute stewardess. I'd like to welcome you to aboard Flight 1. Great designation for the flight. This is Flight 1. In the unlikely event of a water landing, there's no need to panic because we'll all be dead anyway, she laughs. No, don't get upset. That's just a little airline humor. Oh, and if during our flight, those cute little yellow masks happen to drop down from their overhead compartments, why just ignore them? Lately, those practical jokers in maintenance have been substituting nitrous oxide for the oxygen again. Laughing gas, great. And remember, in case of an emergency, we women get to leave first. Are there any questions? He asks while leaving. Yeah, where's the peanuts? A voice crackles through the loudspeakers.
Please fasten your seatbelts and pull your seat back and turn them to the fully upright lock positions. We have just recorded for takeoff.
The captain's voice returns.
We have reached our cruising altitude.
Pretty fast takeoff, wasn't it?
500 feet. Registering our reusable smoking compartment mesh for them if you got them. We hope you enjoy our flight. Our PTA is approximately 10 minutes. Your lovely stewardesses will be served drinks shortly. Well, that's just because we couldn't hire any taller stewardesses.
The man sitting next to you responds to the captain's lame quip with a hearty ha ha ha. Hey, says the man beside you in his too loud voice. I remember you. You're that guy from Lefty's Bar. I haven't seen you in a long time. Let me tell you this new joke I heard. No way, no jokes. All you ever told me was punchlines. He has a deadly glint in his eyes. There's not even a magazine to read in the seat back pocket in front of you. Nothing but a slightly crumpled air sick bag. You slowly slip your hand inside the slightly sticky seat back pocket and slide out the semi-soiled air sick bag. If you didn't need it before, you need it now. I'm a nerd. I wonder what would happen if I do this. He'd rather not. Besides, the only person he wants to hear is himself. Instantly intrigued by the fascinating treatise, Ken finally leaves you alone. The question is, have those stewardesses finished serving drinks? Or are these the cheap seats? This air sick bag may come in handy if you ever get sick of this game. It's just as it appears. Okay. The smell of stale cigarette smoke makes you fondly recall your days as a lounge lizard. Available at your local software dealer is Leisure Suit Larry in the land of lounge lizards. Pick up a couple of copies today. I think one will just do. There are 3 doors here. 2 are labeled restroom, 1 is labeled danger, emergency exit. Make the sink overflow and put the egg in the microwave. Which makes it interesting that the plane has a microwave. Need Zach McRacken. You know, before we leave this, let's pause the game here. Let's have a soy munch now. The spider gets me. It's easy when somebody makes a Zach McRacken reference. I'm a LucasArts boy, after all. Not a Sierra guy. LucasArts. I mean, I'm wearing my Grim Fandango shirt. That shows. I'm more LucasArts than Sierra. Always have been, always will be. But now, so much. Let's look at kitty cats. Take a break from Larry. We will return to Larry soon enough.
Those adorbs!
Aren't that many kitty cats here today? Just 5. Those 2 playful kitties. My boy Socks and friends sitting here. That's Willie up there. And we got Pumpkin here. And he's Butthole. Those are the only kitty cats we have today. Just 5. Alright. Ah, Steiner's music. You want the shirt of the Monkey Island Code Wheel? That would be a cool shirt. I should get myself a Murray shirt. Now that I think about it, all I got is Secret of Monkey Island 2, and Curse of Monkey Island, the box art. And then I've got the LeChuck Grog. I need more Monkey Island shirts. Yes, my food was right here.
Dinner.
That noise. You know, they did miss out on the opportunity since the ticket said that it's a window seat. They missed the opportunity of making a reference to the terror at the 20,000 feet. There's something on the wing! Oh wait, it's just seagull poop. Or something silly like that. Such a difference with music when it comes to Medal of Honor compared to Final Fantasy or just Nobuo Uematsu in general. Although later on his music became more orchestral. I do wonder if I should actually show Medal of Honor Underground. Well, it's not easy, not really easy to show how difficult the game is because of the way they set how you play the game. Like aiming in the game to shoot instead of a normal type of an FPS. They had that you have to push down a button so you can aim with your D-pad and then you shoot with one other button. It was weird, man. Also, not so fun. Yeah, on the PS1, there's the series goes Medal of Honor Underground, then it's Medal of Honor Frontline. They even mentioned at the beginning of Frontline, they mentioned Manon, who was the who you play as in Medal of Honor Underground. Because you are Manon, the one of the agents of the French Resistance. And you play as a lady. It was around that era when they started making games where they had a strong female protagonist. Medal of Honor had Manon. Then there was Tomb Raider with Lara Croft. Who else was that era? Did Perfect Dark come around that same era? I mean, that was on the Nintendo 64. Never knew it existed, although it seems I played the Game Boy version of it back in the day. Weird. I had it on the PlayStation 1. Even played it through, eventually. Not an easy game, because of the controls. I mean, you can play Frontline with the classic Medal of Honor controls, which would make you go insane. I probably wouldn't go insane if I tried Underground again with its control system. Still, it's not a bad game. It's a very solid FPS. I mean, a lot of people would be used to it if they've ever played like GoldenEye and Perfect Dark on the Nintendo 64. Underground has a similar type of a style of control. I shall return soon. I'm gonna go get myself another drink. Alright, back to the game. Back to Larry. You're not near a restroom. The red light indicates it's currently occupado. You're not desperate enough to use the women's restroom. Besides, some gal has been in there for hours. Hey. Shit. There's a large red handle preventing that. Use pin on door. Cleverly, you insert the bobby pin into the safety lock. Would you guess this is against some federal regulation? The pin works. The door is unlocked. Open door. There's a large red handle preventing that. Move handle. With great difficulty, you push the red handle until you feel something tear. Crossing your legs, you shove the handle a quarter turn to the left until it is near the word danger. Okay. The other passengers stare at you with suspicious expressions, so you slide the parachute under your coat. Now let's open the door. You give the door a firm shove, and the blast of the airstream tears it from its hinges. Pew. You feel yourself being sucked out, unfortunately. The view from this height is spectacular but wobbly. Scream. Help! Whee! Splish. Larry, you must remember the old saying, skydivers are good to the very last drop. Wear parachute. Open door. Use parachute. Good idea, Larry. The blessed parachute blossoms above you, jerking you around a lot, the feeling not wholly familiar to you. The view from this height is spectacular. Can we pray? No. Can we scream? Help! How you hope you will land there. It appears to be approaching. Now you hope you will land there. I don't think you want to land inside a volcano. Hey, go what's up? Now you're really out on a limb. The ground is far below you, and you're stuck in a parachute you bought from a vending machine. It's caught in a tree, and you're caught in it. You try, but the parachute harness holds you safely in place. Can I just open the harness? You try your best, but the parachute harness's buckles are jammed. Can I swing? Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo. When I swing. Disco? Use knife on parachute. A good idea. You saw away at the parachute harness with the dull cheese knife, eventually turning it into a mere thread supporting your entire body weight. Suddenly, you look down and consider the consequences of falling to the jungle floor from this height. But you don't consider it for long. A fall like that would be enough to break the average man's unclog. Careful examination of yours reveals severe damage. The delicate instrument was smashed by the fall. You discard it here without learning of its dangerous cargo, nor realize that you have inadvertently kept the world's most valuable secret from falling into enemy hands. It's like a jungle in here. Could that be because you're stranded in the middle of a jungle on a tropical island? The ground here is unusually spongy. The jungle floor is shrouded in darkness and covered with a viscous substance that you presume passes for dirt around here. There's a stout stick lying under the tree. You feel fortunate you did not land on it. You're not close enough. Okay. You can never tell when a nice stout stick this one will come in handy. A stout stick. The stick is certainly stout. Now comes the annoying part of this game. The jungle! It's like a jungle in here. There are some bees resting on that bush over there. You must be joking. The swarm of bees are just resting on a branch of a bush. You remember reading something about a new strain of bees from this area. Let's study the bees. Don't you ever say study to me again. Hello, you say. There's no response. Oops, you just brushed a bush containing a resting swarm of killer bees. You're frozen in fear. Could the rumors of their incredible strength really be true? Yep. Perhaps you'll enjoy your new life as the queen bee's personal love slave. Nah, no way. Good idea. You carefully lower yourself to the slimy ground and attempt to make your way past the dangerous swarm of killer bees. You successfully avoid the dangerous killer bees. If you're trying to play the X sound effect, that's only in blurps. As in this.
Bring me eggs. Only eggs can sustain me.
The jungle is dense and dark. High above you, monkeys dance through the treetops. It looks like a prehistoric punk rocker. There may be some movement in that center bush. You just attracted the attention of that giant anaconda by walking beneath his waiting coils. Perhaps if you hold very still, he won't notice you. Okay, so he did notice you. Perhaps he just finished a big meal and couldn't eat another bite. Oh. Then again, perhaps he relishes the taste of polyester. You feel you could have eventually escaped his coils if there was only some way to keep him from swallowing you. I mean, you could have just stayed in there, find some ipecac flowers and coffee, put those to, or syrup and ipecac, put them together, feed it back to the snake, and he would have burped you out into quicksand. Wait, that might be another game. Okay. You carefully prepare yourself for the oncoming jaws with the stick. Will it work? As the snake dislocates its lower jaw in preparation for another hearty cholesterol-laden dinner of red meat and polyester, you carefully insert your stick into the distended opening. The snake, unable to remove the stick from its jaws and embarrassed by being humiliated before the other jungle creatures, slithers away through the undergrowth to its lair. And an early retirement. And also, I think that's the only time I've ever seen a snake blush from embarrassment. The ground here has a strange pattern to it. Funny, he has no trouble whatsoever walking across this area. The jungle floor is soft and sticky here. You fondly recall your first car's seat covers. I'm sure nothing bad will happen here. At least this quicksand is nice and soft. Once again, you're in over your head, Larry. In the future, you must be more observant. Shit. Just one pixel mistake. And you're done for. This really doesn't give you room for mistakes. Also, that's not how quicksand works. You made it, dork. Oh boy, another great sequence in the jungle. Ooh. A quiet brook babbles nearby. Vines hang from the jungle canopy, which thins as it reaches the beach just visible ahead. Many vines hang down from the jungle canopy overhead. One in particular attracts your eye. Although it appears sturdy, it has been weakened near its top by excessive swinging. A swift river cascades down from the island's volcano behind the jungle, splashing its way over some extremely dangerous rapids before becoming more placid and tranquil here in the jungle. The ocean appears to be just beyond that clump of trees near the beach. You feel a tickling sensation around your toes. Boy, this adventure in life is sure fun. This seems a safe place to climb out. Gee, those piranha really work fast. For some reason, your heart just isn't in the game anymore. Not to mention several other organs. Alright, let's do this bullshit. Oh, shit. Next time, you may want to grab the third time. Yeah, but you gotta be so fucking fast here. Yep, but careful not to fall in the water. There we go. You knew all along you were a swinger. Whew. Hello, lady. Larry, look. Out in the surf. That beautiful native girl is waving at you and... She's topless! Gee, you think to yourself, I thought girls like that only existed in National Geographic. It's love at first sight. And also second sight. You think, this is the girl I've dreamt of. The woman I've longed for. The moment I've waited for. Is this the love I've been looking for? In several wrong places? Jerk. That's the rank, jerk. Even fireworks? Well, Larry, are you just going to stand there? You finally met the girl of your dreams. Now's the time to take some action. You're limp. You've never been kissed like that before. Could it be? Is Alicia with Larry in love? Again? You've recovered enough to speak. Oh my gosh, you're beautiful. You're wonderful. Do you understand English? What's your name? Where are you from? Are you busy tonight? Of course I understand English, you silly. All of us here on Nantucket do. The Nantucket Island do. We live in a small village just off the beach. My name is Kalalau. What's yours? My name is Larry. Larry Laver. Of course. It only stands to reason that such a lovely man would also have such a lovely name, Kalalau's mild beams, melting your heart. But as to your question concerning my availability tonight, I am afraid I have disappointing information for you. As enjoyable as I feel sure an evening with someone like you must be, customs here on the island forbid premarital dating. On Nantucket Island, all women save themselves for marriage. Oh, that's okay, you volunteer. Why don't we just get married instead? She smiles in agreement. Wouldn't that be wonderful? But unfortunately, our tribal elders have forbidden any new marriages until our island has been freed from its present scourge. Please permit to elucidate. Recently, an abhorrent man took our island from us. He claimed our sacred ancestral burial grounds at the top of our volcano and refuses to allow us to visit. She continues. Soon thereafter, our perpetually blue skies turned to fog. While none of us had ever seen snow or ice, suddenly a glacier appeared on the slopes of the volcano, preventing our passage to our sacred lands. A treacherous river then appeared, gouging a formidable canyon just behind our village. Then, most odious of all, he hypnotized our most beautiful women, enslaving them in his mountaintop fortress, forcing them to do his every whim, no matter how sick or repulsive. What a drag, you sympathize? Yes, she agrees, but now the worst of all. Because of all this, he prevented my people from completing a megabuck deal with a large multinational hotel conglomerate who were prepared to turn this place into next year's trendiest tourist trap. We had it bagged. They were going to build a huge casino resort hotel complex right here on this lagoon, provide employment for our lazy men in the growing field of slot machine repair, and even fund a daycare center so even though we women would continue to work our normal 16-hour days in the taro patches, at least we wouldn't have to carry our children on our backs. But did it happen? Hell no! And all because of that evil Dr. Nonoki, she cries, suddenly turning quite sensitive. Oh, if only some great hero could rid this island of his evilness, we could all live here happily ever after. You're no fool, Larry. That sounds like a cue. Say, I've got an idea, you tell her. What if I stop this guy? Then we could get married? Then could we get married? But of course! Why didn't I think of that? Why, this is every little girl's fairy tale. A hero comes in a white suit to save my island and its people. Sigh. Come on, Larry, let's go. Attention, please, cries Kalalau. Gather all the villagers before the chief's hut. We must have a celebration. Wait here while I tell everyone, says the basket carrier. Oh, Larry, I so hope you'll be able to convince my father, the chief, that we should be married, says Kalalau. Sometimes Daddy can have a strange sense of humor. Don't worry, baby. For you, I would cross the burning sands of the Sahara. I would climb the highest peaks of the Himalayas. I would swim in the shark-infested waters of the ocean. Why, I even learned desktop publishing software. My hero. Come on, let's go meet Daddy. All of the villagers gathered for this profound occasion. You and your beloved stride across the compound to wait the arrival of the chief. Oh, Daddy, shouts Kalalau, please come out. There is someone here I would like to meet. Father, this is Larry. Haha, Larry Laffer. We are in love and wish to marry. So you want to marry my daughter, says Chief Kenny Wow Wow, staring straight to the back of your skull. No one is worthy of her hand unless he can prove himself a real man. Kenny Wow Wow. Oh, I'll do anything for the woman I love, sir. No sacrifice is too great. So be it. Then he says softly, then in a more commanding tone, enter the sacrificial hut and bring forth the sacred PC. Villagers go, ooh. The sacred PC. Young man, sit before the mighty PC. Prove your manhood by becoming its master, and you will pass part 1 of this initiation to our tribe. But what is it I'm supposed to do? Write a short program. Any subject or topic, any length. No problem, you think? Any good adventurer could do that. As long as it's in assembly language, he smiles, confident in the certainty of your failure. Villagers gasp, 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 gasp.
Gasp.
With your heart in your throat, you approach their sacred relic. Is it least significant? Bite first, you wonder. What a seating pose there, Larry. Int 21 JPO 103 MOV AH 40 technobabble, coding, and stuff and shit that I don't care about. Okay, all ready for quality assurance, you announce. What did you write? Asks Chief Kenny Wow. A complete multitasking multi-user operating system that only runs on 88 CPUs, you respond. Excellent. And do you have a name for this product? Asks Chief Kenny Wow. Why, Unix, of course. Unix. Not Linux, Unix. Perfect, says the Chief Kenny Wow. I'll tighten up your coat later. Now follow me, and I'll lead you to the secret path. The way known only to cart-carrying villagers, the path that will lead you to the sacred burial grounds of our ancestors, and the one and only way to the top of Nantunite volcano. Red this island of the evil Dr. Nonuki, and Kalalau will be your wife. Villagers go, ah. Hey, Linux sauna. Please, walk this way. The old boy's got some sense of balance. Here we are, son, says Chief Kina Wow. This is the secret of my people, the way to our sacred volcano, right across this chasm. Some secret? Any fool could see that. Kina Wow continues. Of course, any fool could see that. What's important is you must cross this chasm, climb the risen icy glacier, walk the treasure's path, and penetrate the impenetrable fortress of the evil Dr. Nonuki. By the way, did I mention that my daughter is a virgin? Okay, catch you later. I must go lead the villagers' afternoon aerobics class. Stuff it, you papa's ass. And now my rank is a hoser. Not a poser, but a hoser. Well, that surely was a cutscene. The chief's hut is grand, but only in comparison to the other huts. In the background, you can hear strains of old Olivia Newton-John tapes. Let's get physical. Let's get physical. The campfire made lots of ashes. You bend over the fire pit and scoop up huge handfuls of ashes, completely filling all of your pockets with them. Ashes to ashes, dork to dork. It just lies there, under your feet. Many vines hang down from the jungle canopy overhead. One in particular attracts your eye. Get the vine. You reach up, grasp the vine firmly, and give it a sharp jerk, yanking it from the tree branch above you. You carefully coil it up and insert it into your left front pants pocket. Thanks, I needed to know where exactly it goes. This vine saved your life back there at the river. Why do you want it hanging around with you? I mean, there is a reason. It's an item we can use. The sandy beach is beautiful. You bend over and scoop up a large handful of beach sand and put it in your pockets. At least your pants are bulging. This reminds you of a girl named Sandy. In the distance, you see the island's volcano ringed by a glacier, not at the top as you'd expect, but near the bottom of some vertical cliffs. But here, a beautiful tropical beach wraps its glorious splendor around the crystalline lagoon. What a wonderful place to vacation. You wonder why it isn't covered with lots of cheap motels? Well, she already told you why. The dense undergrowth of the jungle brings a sense of foreboding to your heart. The spectacular lagoon is crystal clear. Too bad you didn't bring that swimming suit. Or maybe it's a good thing you didn't. A terribly deep chasm extends around the tongue of rock upon which you are standing. If you didn't know better, you'd think a guy could get hurt around here. In the distance, you see the island's volcano, ringed with the glacier, not at the top as you'd expect, but near the bottom of some vertical cliffs. A dead tree is conveniently located just out of your reach on the other side of the chasm. One of its branches hangs out over the chasm. You can't reach it from here, but it looks sturdy. Oh, treacherous little first step, isn't it? Use vine on branch. You made it. There she blows. You set forth on your mission to explore the unknown mountain before you, knowing full well that you will never be able to return this way again. What lies before you? Will you be able to climb the icy glacier? Will you find the evil doctor's mountaintop fortress? All this in next week's episode of Leisures. Will you destroy the evil Dr. Nonuki? Will you return to your beloved Kalalau? Will you find love? Will you find happiness? Will you stop asking all these questions and get on with the game? What lies before you? A path. That's what. Ice everywhere, and not a drop to drink. Isn't it amazing? With that hot tropical sun overhead and temperature somewhere in the 90s, this glacier remains frozen solid. Somewhere off in the far distance, you think you hear a low-pitched humming noise like a large electric motor. How silly. There's no electricity on a non-civilized, so isolated tropical island like this. Hey, this ice is slippery. Look out! Ow. Can I get some ice? It's of no use. Well, I know what's of use. Use ashes on ice. I'm a kumquat. That's the rank that I got. The broiling tropical sun strikes the black ashes as you took from the village campfire and quickly melts the snow, revealing refrigeration coils. You immediately realize the meaning. Dr. Nonuki has created a glacier on the side of a volcano in the middle of the tropics to prevent the island natives from disturbing his evil doings. Really? You're really smart there, Larry. What power? What force? What an asshole! You made it! If you keep this up, you're going to be a hero yet, Larry. Now, all you have to do is scale the sheer vertical basaltic cliffs of the volcano, reach its crater, and attempt to discover an entrance to the evil Dr. Nonuki's impenetrable fortress so you can learn what lies inside. Sheer cliffs drop off on both sides. For a moment, you consider walking very near the edge just to see if you can fall off. Perhaps you won't. Perhaps you can fly. Perhaps the love of the beautiful Kalalau has given you amazing magical powers that are only activated here on this enchanted island. Or maybe you're delusional and delirious of thirst and hunger and the heat. You look through the hole in the rock and see just a cloud. Why? Did you think you see something? I mean, there was nothing there. Nothing to see. I mean, definitely not boobs or anything. All I see is clouds. Yeah. Not a smiling lady face with big boobies. You have reached the summit of the tonight volcano. An elevator incongruously awaits you. Steam rises from a volcanic crevice. The ground feels highly unstable. Fondly remember Los Angeles. I lost wages. It's controlled from within, and there's no way for you to get them to open. As best that you can tell from this angle, the crevice ends several hundred feet below you. Better save your game before walking closer. Good idea. Because this can happen. Ah, Good thing it doesn't happen here. Only happens here. Rapidly explore the interior of a volcanic crevice before discovering the pool of molten lava at its bottom. Okay, now. Put bag in bottle. Okay. You insert the airsick bag into the neck of the bottle of hair rejuvenator. You see nothing special. Then use match on bag. Okay. You are now holding a bottle full of highly flammable liquid with a burning wick made from an airsick bag. I'm sure nothing bad will happen if I just hold on to it. Yes, really. Ooh, fire. No one's ever accused you of having a long fuse, Larry. Now drop the bottle in the crack. In the crevice. Okay. You dispatch your Larry Top cocktail on its merry mission with a hearty grunt. Heh! I'm a dim bulb now. That's my rank. You feel a deep rumbling as your homemade bomb explodes, weakening an old lava tube deep within the earth. This could be extremely dangerous. The force of the explosion has also caused the elevator door to open. As you start to push the closed door button, you notice there is no closed door button inside this elevator. Say, there are no buttons at all inside this elevator. In fact, there's not even a floor. Now, shh. Once again, Larry, you're getting the shaft. Yes, you plummet through the darkness of the elevator shaft. The evil Dr. Nonuki is enjoying another blissful evening at home, singing jazz standards with his backup singers, the Henchets, at his personal piano bar. Feelings, nothing more than feelings. He's got a banana painting. Very nice. Suddenly, you explode from the elevator shaft onto the scene. Staggering to your feet, you inadvertently slap a Fastlow 5 on that hand extending from the wall. Uh-oh, you discover the secret activator for the Fortress's Peacemaker self-defense control panel. Struggling to regain your balance, you fall onto the auto fire button. Stop! Screams Dr. Nonuki. But it's too late. Pep. A laser beam strikes the large Italian marble column near the grand piano. Well, there goes Dr. Nonuki. You did it! You did it, Larry! You destroyed the evil Dr. Nonuki! I don't think that's where you're going, mister. Yeah, that's more like it. Remembering that Dr. Nonuki kidnapped and hypnotized the island's innocent native women, you realize you must break his spell before they can return to the village. Snap out of it, girls! He's gone forever! Never again will you be forced to do his evil deeds. You're free to return to your native selves. On the count of 3, you will awaken refreshed and able to remember everything that's happened to you. 1, 2, 3! Freed at last from the hypnotic trance of the evil doctor, the women liberate themselves, resuming their native ways. There. Boobs free. Tits out. No bras. Release the nipples. Huzzah! Huzzah! They shout. It's Larry! Larry Laffer, our hero! You interrupt their celebration with, it's nice of you to say so, but we must leave here immediately. I had to force the elevator door by dropping a bomb into the volcano, and I'm afraid it may erupt at any moment. Where's the radio telephone? It's right behind you. Oh, you counter. I knew that. You grab the telephone and press the big talk button. Mayday, mayday, this is the Big Laffer calling. Can I get a copy of an any good buddy? You often slip back into the 70s without even trying. Catching yourself, you continue. I'm inside Tonight Island's volcano, in a fortress hollowed out of solid rock and filled with beautiful, oversexed women, recently stripped to the waist. I just killed a maniacal, power-hungry, money-grabbing scientist who was trying to grab my unklunk. A few minutes ago, I dropped a homemade bomb into a crevice that will cause the volcano to erupt. Do you realize how stupid you sound? Is anybody listening? Over. Hiss, crackle, and pop. Hiss, crackle, pop, swag. You almost receive a breakfast cereal commercial.
Roger, Big Laugher. We copy. What kind of help do you need? Over.
Hey, who is this? Are you nearby? Can you come immediately? Over.
This is Dwayne Parker of Software Illustrated magazine. We're right below you on the beach at Nantucket Island shooting our annual swimsuit issue. We'll be glad to fly up in our helicopter to rescue you. Is there any way you could create some sort of signal to let me know where you are? Over.
You glance at the large computer panel to your right. How about if I have some palm trees amid a cloud of fog to surround the island, then turn off the island's main waterfall and open a gigantic hangar door in the side of the volcano? Over.
Yeah, I guess that ought to do it. See you in 2 minutes. Over and out.
Over and out, good buddy. You have a little trouble deciphering the control panel for the island's camouflage system. Anybody know how to work this fog machine? Ah, what the hell, pushing everything at least once couldn't hurt. Oh, great hero of our island, says one of the women. Come over here. Allow us to give you a proper triumphant return to our people. Oh, that's one way to do it. Say, aren't you coming with us? Of course not. I don't really have a part here. I'm just a piano player. But allow me to introduce myself. My name is Patty, Polyester Patty, the internationally renowned recording artist and queen of the women's singles scene. You'll want to watch for me in Leisure Suit Larry 3. Yeah, but we will be calling you Passionate Patty with an I, not a Y. You ignore this blatant plug. Come on, girls, to the chopper, and my destiny. Hey, watch out! Clumsy! You dropped them! Meanwhile, outside. Thanks a lot for dropping me down the stairs, you cried to the native women. Hurry and get in the helicopter. No thanks, they yelled down the stairs. We'll use the back door and take our chances with the glacier. I guess they're afraid of flying. Come on, Big Laugher, says the pilot. Climb aboard. Sorry, I had a little trouble with that fog machine. Say, aren't you that guy that won the big lottery prize? Yeah, that's me. My name is Larry. Larry Laugher. Well, Larry, I've got a little surprise for you. I just heard on the radio. They just went bankrupt. Kaput. Busted. I hope you saved some of that money. It doesn't matter. I have the love of a beautiful woman, and we can live here on this wonderful island for the rest of our lives. Why do I need money? I'll give up my leisure suit for a boo-boo. Hey, thanks for the lift, guys. Want to stick around for my wedding? Sure, why not? We'll grab the camcorder and be right there. Watch out for that blade. I mean, you should turn off the, engine. Hi, Larry. What took you so long? I ran into a little trouble with an artificial glacier. I did it, Kalalau. I really did it. Dr. Nonuki is no more. His evil spell is broken, the glacier is melting away, and your women are again free. Once again, peace reigns over this beautiful island. Let's find your father and get married immediately. I'll go get Daddy. You notified the village. Have everyone assemble before the witch doctor's hut. Oh, Larry, I'm so excited. Just think, I'll be Mrs. Larry. Mrs. Larry Laffer. Friends, natives, countrymen. Friends, natives, countrymen, lend me your ears. You're off to an original start. People of None tonight, the evil Dr. Nonuki is gone forever. Your women have been freed and are returning here now, and you're again free to travel wherever you wish. Since I have met all the conditions of Chief Kenny Wow Wow, Kalalau and I will be married. Please assemble for the wedding. You hear the muffled sounds of cheers. Hey, get off the stage, you suck. Later that day, the entire village has turned out for the wedding of their princess Kalalau to the white-suited stranger. The drummer begins his special stylized rendition of the theme from Wagner's Lohengrin. Nice hula hoop. The witch doctor is waiting. You move into position to await the entrance of your betrothed. In comes your beloved Kalalau on the arm of her father. I wonder what's the purpose of the guy on the bicycle. Treading on it. Who gives this woman to marry this man? That be me, says Chief Kenny Wow Wow. Well, turning to you, the witch doctor asked, and do you have a ring? You know, there was a ring in the land of the lounge lizard, but I never thought to bring it along here. Never mind. Let's begin. Following the traditions of our peoples, I must now spin in a circle until you are dizzy and throw up. Now smash this wedding cake into your beloved's face. And finally, moonwalk across this dirt compound. Is this really necessary? Hey, wait, that's not Michael Jackson. You may kiss the bride. Villagers go, ah. Now, Larry, we'd like to welcome you to our family. Look at it this way. You now have a village full of in-laws. Poof. Oh, a heart. Larry, my son, at this time I would like to give you a special wedding present in my hut. Please, walk this way. You think, if I walked that way, I'd be a maitre d'. Not all witch doctor huts look alike. Didn't know that the witch doctor is a barber. I didn't know that we're joking. Just a moment, Larry, while I ready this special preparation. All right, son, come on over here. He turned into a rabbit. And now he's a horse. Will he be hung like a horse? Back to the rabbit. And back to Larry. Jeez, that's some powerful stuff. Here, says the witch doctor, take a look at this mirror and tell me what you think. You did it! You really did it! Yeah, he fixed his bald spot and now he looks like Clark Kent, like in his dream. This is great! I look like a young man again. I'm stranded in paradise and broke but happy, and the most beautiful woman I've ever seen is madly in love with me. My dreams have all come true. And there's still that dream to come true. Oh look, it came true. Now they're frolicking naked. Nice green moon. And there goes the volcano, finally erupting. At the right moment, too. As we leave our hero, cavorting in the sand with his new love, we ask ourselves the burning question. Is women's lib really dead? Is there still a feminist movement? Is there a market for polyester patty in pursuit of the pulsating pectorals? No, but there is a passionate patty in pursuit of the pulsating pectorals. Or will L.O. have to write yet another of these silly symphonies? Silly symphonies. Wink.